when the whole town was born in their minds, and the slavery we chose we denied. This foundation, it won't survive. Into splinters, it's shattered.
Yeah, good morning, listeners at home. Good morning, listeners, wherever you may be, in your shop, wherever you may be. And if you are not with our own weather here, as in good morning, if it is afternoon or if it is in the night, I'm greeting you. How are you doing? How is the weather with you? The weather is cold here in Ibadan, in Nigeria. We are having a cold weather. And how are you doing over there? And we pray that this weather will favor us. In Ibadan, we've been expecting rain for some time, and we are happy the weather is cool. Listeners, I really appreciate you because you are always there at Erie 96.1 FM to listen to us all the time. We appreciate you. And more also, before I even continue, I want to apologize because some people called me last week that they could not watch the program over again on Facebook because of the audio. We are sorry for that. It's a technical issue. And I can't continue this program this morning without thanking every one of you that gives me a call. I really appreciate you. I can't be mentioning it because of time. Once again, listeners at home, I pray that whatever you plan of doing today will be successful. And more also, I pray that very soon, as our kids will be resuming back, God will help us financially to perform our duty as parents. Yes, in everything, learn to say thank you, God. Thank God for what situation, for whatever you are passing through. We all understand how the country is. Don't lose hope. Be hopeful. We are living the life of hope that the future is bright. No matter what, know that yes, you are doing well. Have that at the back of your mind. You are doing well. Proud of yourself. On this note, I am welcoming you to another edition of our darling program, On Point, at Erie 96.1 FM, Ibadan. And I'm welcoming you also in the name of our daddy, Apostle Dr. SMO Mustapha JP Babashebioba, the top management of Erie 96.1 FM. My program producers, Mr. Timileyin, Mr. Okikiola, I really appreciate you all the time. My studio manager, Mr. Bolaji, for his support, and my lovely brothers, Mr. Michael and Mr. Elijah, thank you for your support all the time. And also, I'm welcoming you on behalf of our head of marketing, Auntie Yemi. Thank you very much for your support. And listeners at home, I'm welcoming you again, once again, to our program, On Point. I am Rita Sajo.
Oh, what a night.
If our first listener, On Point is an educative program, an enlightenment program. We educate ourselves on different issues that is affecting us as an individual, society, for us to, to have a good country, and we also provide solution, way forward. That is what On Point is all about at Erie 96.1 FM. You called, you said, yes, you want to be calling in. If you want to do that, you want us to extend the program, do well to come to the department, marketing department, and talk with the head of marketing, and they will know the rightful things to do, and talk with the management of Erie 96.1 FM regards that.
Queen of unweaned, and I still can't sleep. Life always brings sorrow.
If you're a follower of On Point at Erie 96.1 FM, the moment you hear this instrumental, we are going straight to the business of the day. Last week we talked about a lot of things. We talked about tips to be a good mother in Nigeria economic situation, and we enlighten ourselves how we can make things easier for ourselves to be a good mother. This week we are going to talk on something that is a little bit different, but it's also something that is also training that we have to learn and put things the right way. Today on Point, we are going to talk about a rushing society. A rushing society. Why are we rushing in life? When you make your findings, everybody just wants to be there at all costs. Everybody is just rushing. And what does it mean to rush? Because some people say, no, it's how it ought to be. I'm still in line. And you won't know that you are rushing. What is rushing itself? Rushing is the behavioral output associated with the perception of time shortage. You'll be wondering the grammar is too much. No. It's just a behavior that people don't even take notes that they are into it, that they rush most of the time. For example, you want to get to office by 7 and you are just leaving home 6:30 and you know you have to get there before 7. You will be in haste. That is just it. When we feel pressed for time, that is what we call rushing. Moving or acting with urgent haste, you are also rushing. I'm only saying the meaning of rushing. You are rushing. I want to quickly get there. You want to deal with something too quick. When I mean too quick, I just want to do it sharp. Let me use some slangs that people use. Sharp. I don't want to waste time. You are rushing. That is what it means to be rushing. And now we are in a society that everyone is rushing. You'll be wondering, yes, everyone rushes. They want to be there at all costs. What are some areas that we can see people are rushing in life? We have different areas that when you sit, when you make your studies, people are really, really rushing. Number one area that people rush a lot that I've seen in my study dealing with people is raising up of kids. People rush in raising up their kids. They quickly want their kids to be like someone of a child of 2 years old. They expect that child to be like a child of 4 years old. In raising up their kids, they believe that that child should have been mature to that age of 4. Even some parents even go to the length of, medical lines. They want the child to quickly pump up. Yes, let me use that word. For their kids. They want their kids to be dressing like, I don't know, why are we rushing these kids? Those are some areas people are rushing. Because of our time, people also rush in terms of education. You want your kids to be a child of 4. You'll be expecting that child to be in primary 2. Because you say education is fast these days. I don't know why. And before you know it, you just be imagining a child that is not yet 9, is not even yet up to 10, will be saying I'm in GS1. I don't know how that kind of a child can cope. We rush our children in terms of education. In terms of marriage, we rush our kids. We just want to quickly get there. And I don't know why this society we are rushing. In acquiring properties, we are rushing, we are in haste. Why? It's really affecting us as a society. It's affecting us as an individual. I'll let you know the meaning of rushing and some areas where the society is rushing. I talk about raising of kids. People are rushing in that aspect. It's another talk for another day. In terms of education, people are rushing. They don't want to wait till when they get to SS3 anymore. From SS1, you register them for GC and for WAEC. So that they can say, okay, you have secondary school graduates. Why? In terms of marriage, before they are 25, they say they are married. You see weddings nowadays, and you will know the results. And also in acquiring properties, that is what we've just talked. If you are just entering and you are listening to this program, I want you to relax, take a breath. After the commercial break, We are going to why do people rush in life?
You fit fly.
Do you know the key to unlock your dreams of traveling abroad to different destinations like USA, Canada, UK, Australia, and other countries in Europe is at your doorstep?
All you need do is just pitch your tent with You Fit Fly, and we shall show you the world in comfort. Oh yes, we're still leading in ticketing, flight reservation, airport transfer, special vacation, hotel reservation, international travel consulting, tour package, travel insurance, and holy pilgrimage,
including IELTS
and others.
If you therefore wish to study abroad or travel to different countries around the world, we are here to give you that opportunity.
At the Fit Fly office, Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan. Telephone 080-9300-2096. Website www.youfitfly.com. With You Fit Fly, you shall see the world in comfort.
Erie 96.1 FM. We are the king.
You are welcome. Let's go straight from there. Why do people rush in life? People often get stuck in the hurry circle because they have a hard time of saying no. People don't want people to see them as failure. People don't want to say that, okay, you are not doing well, even among siblings. So people want to rush to say, okay, I want to be better off than A, I want to be better off than B. And another thing again is that you'll be wondering, why do parents rush their kids? Why do people rush in everything, in every aspect of life? Parents want their children to be more independent in order to take some of their constant strain and burden off. Some parents, what they just want is that, quickly finish whatever you want to finish, so I will have little stress about school fees, about feeding. Before you know it, they've rushed them, they said they are graduates, and at the end of the day, let's come to think about it. A child that you rushed in everything, have you sit back and be enjoying the fruits of your labor on that child? Just think about that. Another thing again is that people are rushing because of age limits. When I was making findings, talking with people, they said, I want him or her to quickly finish our education because they said they're asking age of 22 if you want to get a job. So by that time, you'll have been a graduate. And now we know universities are producing nowadays. When you look at some graduates, you ask a question, are you really a university graduate? One, mentally, are they mature? And you know what I'm talking about. What is now the essence of rushing these kids? What is the point? When some of them even talk with you, you'll be wondering, are you still in secondary school? They'll say, no, I'm a graduate. Even when you see them on their Adjoya uniform. We have a lot of questions to ask ourselves. And you can see where we find ourselves in a society, a rushing society. You are listening to Erie 96.1 FM, and the program is On Point. Another thing is that people are rushing because of fear of poverty. I don't want to be poor, so you want to get everything by all means. Because my dad is not having the capacity, financial capacity, I don't want to be like my dad or like my mom. I have to go extra mile to do one or two things. And it's really telling hard on us. You know, some young boys and girls involved in cybercrime, robbery, just to curb poverty. And are they really rich like Dangote? Just ask yourself. Have they made the money they wanted to make? Ask yourself. So why are we rushing in life? What is the point? Another thing is that people are rushing because they want to be found, they want to be recognized. Because that is what our society needs. Recognition, respect. And I can't blame them either. But it's not helping us as a society. It's not helping us as an individual. Because when you get to, sorry to say, when we get to our churches, our mosque, those are the people that they really recognize it. They give them the recognition. Even among families, if you are well-to-do, you have this money, or you are in a position, you will see how they will, if they want to have anything in the meeting, family meeting, you will be the first person they will say, Oga, our brother, you have something to say. This thing is really telling in our society. And we find ourselves in a society where people tend to celebrate people's position without knowing how they, actually get the money from. That is society we find ourselves. And it's really affecting us. It's telling bad on the new generation. What will you say when this generation is, I don't know what, in the next 10 years, it's even too far, in the next 2-3 years, what will we be saying about this upcoming generation? And it's because of the society we find ourselves. We celebrate money. We celebrate position more than integrity. Please, why are we rushing? We are going straight to effects of rushing in our society. Yes, what are the effects? Number one thing, if you look at it now, premature death. Young people, stars are dying. Celebrities that you can't even expect that in the next 50 years that they will be off from the earth's surface. They are going. What are we talking about? What are we really after? Is it this fame? Is it the money? Is it the recognition? Who is there that we enjoy it? Those are the effects of rushing our society. Why? Why are we doing that? We are not helping ourselves as individuals. Even families are not even helping, because you put recognition to money, position. A parent will be telling the other one, can't you see your brother? Can't you see A? Can't you see your friend? What message are you passing? And this thing is leading to death. Another thing is stress. When I want to become this, you are stressing yourself mentally, and at the end of the day, is what you will achieve, you will surely achieve. It's the will of God that will be done. Ko sera sera. What will be, will be. What will be, will be. Another effect is corruption. I want to have money. I want to build a house like Dangote. I'm using Dangote for example because everybody knows Dangote. I want to build a house like a neighbor close to you, even if you don't have the capacity, you don't know the kind of work that neighbor is doing. Then you start involving yourself in what you shouldn't in your place of work. You are trying to involve in you are embezzling money, corruption. Even when you are in a position of power, you just want to have everything to yourself. That is the effect of rushing in a society. Another thing is, lack of confidence with people of good integrity, hardworking people. We are losing it all. People that are really working genuinely with their whole hearts, they are no more recognized. People that have good integrity, people that has integrity, they are no more recognized. They now look as if, are they doing the right thing? Those are the effects of rushing, because they see their mates, having everything done to fast. This is just the effect. Another thing again is that killing, when you attack someone and maybe the person does not release what he or she is having, the next thing you can take the person's life when you went for robbery or something because you want to have everything to yourself. You want to be like your colleague that is using what's it called? That is using a particular car that you have eye on, or is using a particular phone that you wish to have. And in the process, you are taking life. So what are we talking about? What is the essence of you rushing in life? And in the process, if you are caught by the law and you are being shot, you are gone. So these are the side effects of rushing. A child that you rush in his or her education, at the end of the day, fine, is a graduate, I said it earlier on, and you are thinking, okay, by this time you should be resting your back and be eating the fruit of your labor, and the child has not gotten a job. What is now the point? And now there is fake certificates here and there in the name of you just want to say, okay, you are a graduate, you attended a university. That's another talk for another day. So, my dear listeners at home, what is the point of rushing? Why are we rushing? Because what will be, will be. No matter how. We just have to take things easy. I know that God's will is the best in everything that we are doing.
You they do as them they do. Or God do a thing, you know. You better know who you are. You better know who you are. As you on this life alone, that's so you go live this life alone. You better know who you are. You better know who you are. Oro hello, Oluwa Luwa. Oro mi lowo, Oluwa Luwa. He can give and take away, for every day now for give away. Mama say make a day happy, make a day happy.
Yes, your issue is in God's hands. Take it easy. This life, you don't need to rush. What will be, will be. If you are destined to be rich, when there is life, there is hope. You become whatever you want to be. Before we end the program, we can't just be saying things. We have to provide solution. How can we reduce this issue of rushing habits in the society? It's getting too much. How can we reduce it? One, as an individual, try and work on yourself. Know whom you are. Know who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? Not that, what do they want for me? It really helps in everything. And have the spirit of contentment. Ask for it from God. Be content with whatever you are having. It goes a long way. As an adult, have that spirit of contentment. Don't let go in another person's race. You have your own race to run. I have my own race to run. And when raising the kids, when you are raising your children, train them with that spirit of contentment. It goes a long way, and it will help them in future when they become an adult.
Oh God, do a thing, you know. You better know who you are. You better know who you are. As you on this life alone, so you go live this life alone. You better know who you are. You better know who you are.
Another thing is that never see yourself as a failure. I said it earlier on. You are doing well, my brother. You are doing well, my sister. Be proud of yourself. Never see yourself as a failure. If people talk down on you, that is why I said something when I'm talking about kids. And you can still do it. Build your self-esteem. Be proud of yourself. Because some people are looking up to you. You are just thinking that, who am I? You are someone that some people looks up to. When you are doing a genuine thing, when your integrity speak well of you. So, be proud of yourself. Never see yourself as a failure. Another thing is that you can do with this economic situation, my dear listeners, and my dear fans of Erie 96.1 FM, listening to this program on point, is that do not accept more responsibilities than you can realistically handle. Yes, handle responsibility that you can handle. Don't take more responsibility to yourself. Don't go and pick the cousin of cousin and cousin that you've not even feed your own kids. Then another cousin is living with your children, and you think you can go far with this economic situation. Don't, if it is issue of a party, if you cannot afford the clothes, just send your goodwill message to the person. It's not pride, it's not anything. the issue is that don't do past yourself. Take things easy. Don't put some responsibility that is not really called for on yourself. Because if you do that, you will surely find yourself rushing to grab everything in. That is just the truth. So you have to take things easy.
Oga, do it thing, you know. You better know who you are. You better know who you are.
The last one on that point, because of our time, is stop comparing yourself with another person. Your schoolmates, your colleagues, my mates, they are now in so place. No, everybody has his own race. You don't have to compare yourself with your colleagues or your schoolmates or your age mates. No, some people, their parents has worked for them, so they are enjoying it. Has your own parents work for you? So you don't need to compare.
You they do as them they do. Oga, do it thing, you know. You better know who you are.
So please, because of our time, let us understand that the journey of life, or this journey called life, everyone has his or her own question paper to answer. Life is in stages. There is time for everything. Don't rush. Don't rush ahead your destiny. Why? For us not to do that, for us to have long life in our old age, so that we will not have premature death of young people, don't rush. Please don't do that. No, let everything take its course. Don't rush ahead of your destiny. Stop, another thing, it will stop killing. I said it earlier on. When you don't rush, all these things will reduce drastically. Corruption will reduce, and we have a good society. We will love ourselves. We have harmony among ourselves. My dear listeners, fans of Erie 96.1 FM, I want to let you to know something. Don't do as them they do. Do wetin you know. I dey plead. You see me, I dey speak broken now. You better know who you are. That will actually help you. Knowing who you are will help you in everything that you are doing. Know whom you are will make you to have, maintain your integrity, and people will appreciate you for who you are. Yes, I believe you learn one or two things on our program today, On Point at Erie 96.1 FM Ibadan. My sincere appreciation goes to the top management of Erie 96.1 FM, my program producer, Mr. Timileyin and Mr. Kikiola, my studio manager, I appreciate you, Mr. Michael, Mr. Josh, Elijah, I really thank you. And my brother there, I like you and I appreciate your support. And my appreciation goes to entire staff of Erie 96.1 FM for making this program a success. Till next week when I shall come for another edition of our darling program, On Point. Don't forget, you better know who you are. It will help you a long way. I am Rita Sajo.